Welcome back to the channel, where the hardwood is our battleground, and every strategic pivot, every high-stakes decision, and every seismic shift in the league sends ripples through the very fabric of contention. Tonight, we're not just talking about a trade rumor. We're diving into the audacious, almost unbelievable realm of NBA speculation, where the pursuit of a championship can lead a franchise to consider the most ironic, the most daring, and perhaps the most desperate of gambles, when a team, teetering on the brink of another lost season, is presented with the chance to bring a hometown hero back into the fold, a player whose talent is undeniable, but whose journey has been fraught with uncertainty. Does it ignite a desperate hope for redemption? Or does it signal a dangerous gamble on a future that remains stubbornly unpredictable? Good evening, basketball fanatics. Tonight, we're plunging headfirst into a narrative that has sent shockwaves through the NBA rumor mill, a story so audacious, so steeped in irony, that it could only originate from the high-stakes, high-drama world of professional basketball. This isn't just about a team looking to improve. It's about a franchise, the Chicago Bulls, grappling with the relentless pursuit of relevance, even when relevance seems to demand a re-evaluation of past decisions and a willingness to gamble on the most unpredictable of variables. The Chicago Bulls, a team steeped in championship history and a legacy of greatness, are once again finding themselves at a critical juncture. After a promising 6-1 start to the season, a flicker of hope that perhaps this year would be different, the Bulls have come crashing back to earth, losing their last 3 games in a disheartening slide. The momentum has evaporated, the early season optimism has waned, and the familiar specter of a lost season looms large. For general manager Mark Eversley, the pressure is mounting, the clock is ticking, and the urgency to make a move, a significant franchise-altering move, is becoming undeniable. The prospect of a 4th straight season spiraling into mediocrity is simply unacceptable for a fan base that remembers the glory days and craves a return to contention. And as fate would have it, the chips are falling in a way that presents a truly tantalizing, almost unbelievable opportunity. The recent firing of Nico Harrison as general manager of the Dallas Mavericks has sent tremors across the league, signaling a potential blow-it-up scenario in Dallas. This seismic event has, crucially, placed a monumental talent squarely on the trade block, Chicago native Anthony Davis. The Mavericks, by parting ways with Harrison, have essentially admitted that the blockbuster Luka Doncic trade, the one that brought Davis to Dallas, was a failure. For Davis, a player who has always seen himself as a franchise cornerstone, the idea of being perceived as a mistake or a failed experiment must be a bitter pill to swallow, fueling a desire for a fresh start, a place where he can truly be appreciated and thrive. Enter Sam Quinn of CBS Sports, a keen observer of the NBA's strategic chess matches. Quinn, in his insightful analysis, believes the best fit for Davis is the Golden State Warriors, a team with a proven championship pedigree and a clear need for a dominant big man. However, and this is where it gets truly exciting for the Windy City faithful, Quinn ranked the hometown Bulls as AD's second-best landing spot. The idea of the Prodigal Brow returning to Chicago, to the city where his basketball journey began, is a narrative rich with emotional resonance and tantalizing potential. To land this generational talent, this Prodigal Brow, Quinn believes Chicago should offer the longest-tenured Bull in trade talks, Coby White. Now, for many Bulls fans, the thought of parting with Coby White might sting. He has been a consistent presence for the Bulls, a dynamic scorer, and a player who has shown flashes of brilliance. However, and this is the brutal truth of the NBA, White has also been a part of an era that has thus far been anything but successful. He's been a bright spot on teams that have consistently underperformed, and sometimes, to make a truly transformative move, you have to sacrifice a valuable piece. Quinn's rationale for including White is compelling. The Bulls have played so well without Coby White that they could probably justify including him in the trade and fully handing the backcourt over to Josh Giddey, Trey Jones, and Ayo Dosunmu. Having Davis around would go a long way for the development of Mattis Buzelis and Noah Essend. The Bulls have their picks, and they have a bunch of expiring contracts. This is doable. This isn't just speculation, it's a strategic blueprint. The Bulls have seen promising development from their other young guards. Josh Giddey, with his exceptional playmaking and rebounding for his position, has shown he can be a primary ball handler. Tre Jones brings a steady, defensive-minded presence, and Ayo Dosunmu continues to grow into a reliable two-way player. This emerging backcourt depth suggests that while losing White would be tough, the team has other capable players ready to step up and take on expanded roles. Furthermore, Quinn highlights the Bulls' assets that make this trade doable. They possess their future draft picks, a crucial commodity in any blockbuster trade, and they have a bunch of expiring contracts. This financial flexibility is key, allowing them to match salaries and absorb Davis's substantial contract without crippling their long-term cap sheet. It's a testament to Mark Eversley's patient asset management that the Bulls are even in a position to consider such a high-impact move. This isn't just about acquiring a star player, it's about a homecoming, a narrative that could reignite the passion of an entire city. The NBA is back on NBC, and for nostalgia's sake, Chicago owes the association relevance. The Bulls, once the undisputed kings of the league, have faded from the national spotlight. Bringing Anthony Davis, a Chicago native, back to the United Center could be the spark that reestablishes their place among the league's elite, not just in terms of wins, but in terms of cultural impact and national attention. Davis's hometown angle is a powerful one, and it's something he has plenty of reference on. Having been a teammate and friend of LeBron James from their time on Team USA, Davis understands the weight of expectation, the allure of playing for a storied franchise, and the unique pressure and motivation that comes with representing your roots. Returning home could provide Davis with a different kind of motivation, a renewed sense of purpose that could unlock the consistent dominant play that has sometimes eluded him in recent years. The idea that he's playing for his city, for his people, could be the emotional fuel he needs to consistently perform at an MVP level. Beyond the emotional pull, the basketball fit is undeniable. The Bulls desperately need a defensive presence, a dominant big man who can anchor their interior defense, protect the rim, and gobble upper bounds. Anthony Davis, when motivated and healthy, is unequivocally one of the best defensive bigs in the league. His ability to switch onto smaller players, block shots, and disrupt passing lanes is elite. He would instantly transform the Bulls' defense, turning them into a formidable force on that end of the floor. This defensive anchor would also be invaluable for the development of the Bulls' promising young frontcourt players like Mattis Buzelis and Noah Essing. Playing alongside a future Hall of Famer like Davis, learning from his defensive instincts and offensive versatility would accelerate their growth exponentially, setting the Bulls up for sustained success. While the focus is on Davis, it's important to acknowledge Coby White's situation. It would undoubtedly sting to lose him, but these types of splits happen under these circumstances. White deserves a chance to expand upon 2 breakout years from 2023 to 2025 and join a less crowded backcourt, where he can truly flourish as a primary scoring option. Chicago, with the long-term vision of Josh Giddey and Ayo Dosunmu at the guard spots, looks to be in good hands. This trade, while painful in the short term for White's fans, could ultimately be beneficial for all parties involved, allowing White to find a new home where he can maximize his potential. The Mavericks, as Quinn points out, won't get the most out of Davis if he remains disgruntled. His talent is too immense, his potential impact too great, to be wasted in a situation where he feels undervalued or misunderstood. Returning home to Chicago could be the catalyst for his redemption, a chance to reestablish himself as one of the league's truly dominant forces, not just for a contender, but for his hometown team. This is the kind of move that can redefine a franchise, that can shift the balance of power in the Eastern Conference, and that can bring a city back to life. The Chicago Bulls are at a crossroads. They can continue down the path of mediocrity, or they can make a bold, decisive move that signals their unwavering commitment to winning. The opportunity to bring Anthony Davis home, to pair him with their existing talent, and to inject a much-needed defensive presence into their roster is a chance that Mark Eversley simply cannot afford to pass up. It's a gamble, yes, but sometimes the greatest rewards come from the boldest risks. The city of Chicago is waiting, eager to embrace its Prodigal Brow and to once again roar with the sound of championship basketball. What do you think, Basketball Nation? Is Coby White the right bait to land Anthony Davis? And would bringing AD home truly be the transformative move the Chicago Bulls desperately need? We want to hear your passionate takes, your strategic insights, and your predictions for how this fascinating, ironic situation will unfold. Drop a comment below, let us know your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the high-stakes world of NBA front offices, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive reports that get to the heart of the game. Until next time, keep your eyes on the ball and your spirit in the game.